Here we are, the representative of the various fan club and street teams for you, dedicated to you. How are you?
I am fine and very pleased to have you all here. It's a pleasure.
Okay, I will speak for first. About the Italian street team on MySpace. What can you tell us about the Mentalize World Tour?
It's starting right now. I mean, we did some warm-up shows in Brazil after the album has been released. And right now, after I go back to Brazil, because I am in Italy in this moment, but we will start many more concerts in the next few months. And then the plan is to bring the band abroad to... the band is already playing, so sometimes there's a little noise in the interview. We'll bring the band abroad to Europe, and hopefully we can bring the band to Japan as well. There is a possibility we're going to play in some summer festivals yet to be confirmed. And as any kind of tour, things start to work out slowly, and then it takes off in a certain point. But differently from the tour of Time to Be Free, which was, would say, a quite extensive tour, over 250 concerts. This one we would maybe like to do it a little bit shorter and be able to work in a new album soon. That's the idea, because we feel we are in a very kind of a creative moment, and we shouldn't let this escape so easily. So sometimes to be on the road is it takes a long time to find yourself back and to center yourself, to focus on the composition. So that's the basic idea now. We have to give a sequence to this tour and basically show it in as many countries as we can. But probably the priority would be starting pretty soon to think about new songs and probably producing a new album.
Okay, everyone of us has also a funny question. So what if you wouldn't have fortune with music, what would you be? Maybe a goalkeeper, as for MTV Rock Goal?
No, I was forced to be a goalkeeper. It's not my it's not my natural talent. Maybe I would be a scientist. That's something that interests me. I read a lot about science, and but I don't know if there's able time for that. I mean, if you really propose yourself this question after 25 years in music, I mean, there's nothing I can do as well as music, so I would probably dedicate myself to the same things that I do, and try to find some spare time to dedicate also to another big passion that I have, which is the classical music, the pure classical music itself. So maybe I would get a little bit more practicing and more experience in the classical orchestral universe.
Okay, thank you. What time is it?
Well, you've got a lot of fan clubs here, so maybe you can introduce. So you've got Mary from the Italian street team. You've got Eva from the Czech Republic fan site on MySpace too. Myself, so Winoline online. I'm running the official fan site on MySpace, and hopefully a real website to come. Salbuena, Italian fan club too, and Keiko, Japanese fan club and fight site, and more to come. There will be the Argentinian fan site, who is being rebuilt right now. It's 2 people, and the Hungarian fan side too. So, how does it feel? Right now to be that surrounded, and how do you explain that almost all your fan sites are run by girls?
That could be dangerous because women are far more intelligent than men, and but as I used to say, sometimes they're too much intelligent and they get trapped on their own intelligence. Excuse me, girls. But I think it's nice because independently from the fact that it's girls or men running the fan site. I mean, we have some boys also doing it in Brazil and Argentina, and it's the seriousness, it's the dedication. I think it's an exchange. Nobody promises nobody anything. Everything comes up naturally. You came up with the ideas of the fan sites, of the fan clubs, of the street teams, and of course you got my full support. For me, it's a big honor. I understand that it's a big recognition to my work over the years, and this is a very nice present for me. To see actually that when you dedicate yourself to work and you believe on that and you insist on that, you might be able to somehow, I don't have the pretension to say that, but somehow change a little bit of people's lives. Because especially when we're talking about music, I mean, I am a fan myself, I am a listener myself. We know how much music means. We know how much music represents, especially on the hard moments.
It's helpful.
It is almost like a therapy sometimes. But also in the happy moments, it's funny because when you're down, probably you hold yourself to the music. When you're up, then you celebrate with the music. So for me, I take it as a very big compliment, to have you all here, and not only you that are here, but also the other people who are dedicating to the same thing. In what concerns me and my work, I must say I'm very thankful to that, and